Hey everybody, what's up, what's new, and what's going on? We are back at the Ryerson Open and we are witnessing the men's doubles A finals right now. This is the second set, and so if you have not caught the first set, I definitely urge you to do so, because that first set was a clincher. Even though David Trinh and Choo Tai, the number one seed, were ahead the entire first sets, leading up to the end. They at one point they were ahead 16-11 in the second, or in the latter part of the first set. Andika and Kevin on the near side of the court were able to slowly catch up to 19 all, making it a nail biter of the first sets. Eventually, Choo Tai and David Trinh were able to take that first set 21-19, but it was absolute as close as you can get it. And between these four coaches right here, because all four of these players are coaches of their respective clubs or training centers or varsity teams and whatnot, there's a drastic difference in the style of play between these two teams. On the near side, we have Andika, Yong and Kevin Lee, who have a lot of flair in their game, who rely on their athleticism and on their great shot-making skills to win their rallies. Whereas David Trinh and Choo Tai, these guys are the veterans of the two, and they rely on just good placements, good decision making, and great cooperation between him and his partner to win the rallies. Mind you, they are also extremely skilled at what they do, which is why they're in the finals right now. But overall, there's a huge contrast between these two players, and you'll see that as the game progresses. Both Choo Tai and David Trinh always end up communicating with each other in between rallies and even during rallies, whereas Andika and Kevin, it's actually their first time playing in a tournament together. So and they don't, you don't see them communicating in between rallies quite as much. You see them relying on their own abilities, their own athleticism, and maybe that might be a disadvantage for them. I'm not 100% sure about that, but in either case, they breeze. Both these teams breeze through their entire draw. David Trinh and Choo Tai, just taking over the top half of the draw and haven't lost a single set in the entire tournament. And same situation for Andika and Kevin on the near side as well, because they were at the bottom of the draw and they haven't encountered. They haven't lost a single set either. So both of these teams with a perfect record going into this finals, and with that kind of play style, with Andika covering the net like that, you can only imagine how good they were compared to the rest of the competition in this Ryerson Open right now. But anyway, at 6-5, there's absolutely nothing differentiating. Oh, now 6-6. Absolutely nothing differentiating these two teams right now. Neither team wanting to give up more than a 1-point advantage to their opponents, and it shows right now. Both of them, both of these teams have absolutely upped their level of play, and it's just an amazing game to watch right now. So at 7-6, Kevin serving. Let's see what's going to happen through this rally. Wow, a costly mistake by Kevin in the front of the net. And it's, I don't know. Like it seems like Kevin has been making a few mistakes here and there, a few more than what you would normally see from the other three players. So I'm not saying he's the weakest link or anything, but it's like. We'll see whether anything comes from that, or whether it's it's just something that's temporary and he's just getting used to a court or anything. So a weird little ducking around the head backhand by Andika right there, and couldn't finish it off. Probably one of his favorite shots, a big backhand drive pretty much, and hitting it right into the net. He's absolutely infuriated about that mistake right there, because he knows how tight this game is. And now that the game is tied at 8-all, this rally is gonna be very critical. Oh my goodness, Choo couldn't figure out where he was on the courts, asking his teammate David Trinh whether that was out or not. David Trinh going, I don't know. But Choo was way off the court. He still hit that shot, had no idea where he was, and hit that smash closer to the neighboring court than it was his own court. So, you know, a lucky break from for Andika and Kevin right there, and Andika again with a backhand error in almost the exact same spot. So he's gonna adjust his bearings a little bit if he wants to take the lead in this game. And so far, you know, it's those little things that, you know, that are keeping this game so close. And at 10-9, there's still nothing differentiating these two players right now. You know, both these players are trading blow for blow. They're, you know, every time their opponent gets 1 point, they come back and get a point back. So it's been absolutely dead even for this entire second set so far. So let's see who's gonna end up in this winning this first half of the second set. Wow, an amazing backhand net shot, followed by a cross court by Choo, which is covered again by Kevin in the front of the court, and just casually dropped over the net. Choo and David Trinh caught way out of position to give to give Andika and Kevin a 2-point lead finally in the second set. And as we skip past the break and enter into the second half of the second set, wow, Andika and Kevin looking like they're starting to be able to play a little bit better with each other, communicate a little bit better, and understand their teammates a little bit better to actually win this second set. But not if David has anything to say about it. Big jump smash from him, causing the error by Kevin's defense, and back to a 1-point difference. Oh my god, has it's never been closer right now. So David to serve. Oh, unable to cover the nets, and well, this is kind of like one of those rare instances where he hasn't been able to absolutely dominate at the front of the net. So maybe it was just a mistake, or maybe fatigue is starting to kick in, because unlike the major international tournaments, the Ryerson Open is the entire doubles draw is played within the span of 1 day. So, you know, both of these players have already played 4 matches already today, and this is their 5th match. And we're in probably the the tournament started at 9, and this is around 5 o'clock right now. So you know, after 8 hours of badminton, both of these players have got to feel a little bit, you know, tired. And you know, after that extremely tight first set and this, you know, extremely tight first half of the second set, you know, fatigue is eventually going to kick in just a little bit, and you're going to see, you know, little mistakes here and there. Oh, Choo being able to read that net shot from so far away, cutting across the court and really trying to cut off that net shot. Unable to execute though, and a little bit unfortunate for him, because now Kevin is serving with a 5-point lead. And now a 6-point lead because of a second net shot mistake by Choo. So both Andika and Kevin looking really comfortable in the second half of the second set, looking like they're gonna easily take the second set. But David Trinh and Choo, you know, they're fighters right there, and they've shown it in the first set already. And they're going to be looking to come back, just like how Andika and Kevin came back in the first sets. So it's kind of a role reversal in the first and second set. And yet again, wow, twice already has Kevin taking that backhand net shot, pretty much forced Choo to cross court it, and took that forehand net shot so early, catching both Andika and Choo, both David and Choo so off guard and so out of position. Both times, Andika missing that smash completely. Maybe it was because he saw the bird land in front of him. He should have called a let, but he knew he had the advantage in that rally and still hit that shot. Unfortunately, unable to execute, but with a 5-point lead still, and yet another birdie on the court. Anyway, with a 5-point lead, at 17-12 with David Trinh serving, they're gonna look to continue to dominate in the second sets. And well, not if David Trinh has anything to say about that, because he is the master of the front court coverage and smashing that down from the front of the net like nothing at all with perfect ease. But making a little bit of mistake, service mistake over there. Still maintaining a 5-point lead at 18-13. Wow, brilliant shot from Andika, anticipating that drop shot coming in so early, flicking it across the court. Nobody there at the back right hand side of the courts to cover that shot. Easy points, 6-point lead right now. Both Andika and Kevin playing with a lot more flair again, which is exactly what their style is. You know, playing with their athleticism, their great shot making skills, and you know, pretty much impressing the crowd. And with a 20-13 lead so far, it looks, you know, it's clearly evident that they're going to be taking this second set, because they have the momentum going with them. They have the scoreboard going for them, and yet another mistake by Choo Sun-tai, which gives them the set at 21-13. So we're going on to the third set. See ya.